Oh, I'm recording again. Hello. Welcome to the end of the MIRPH review. Actually, this might even go at the beginning of the MIRPH review. So, the headphone that you're about to see the review of, I did this the day before Munich because the creator who I met in Munich and hung out with, and you can see him on my videos from Munich, which are going to be on the second channel, the Patreon, and there'll be an edited video here on the main channel. That was a prototype. I had his prototype. So what you're about to watch is me complaining about things, but I hung out with him. I brought him the headphones back. He showed me the newer version. I'm going to call them wood in the video. And they're not wood. They're 3D printed out of wood filament. And you could have fucking fooled me. Was that too many seconds into the video? Yeah, it was 40 seconds. That's fine. So anyway, check out that video, what you're about to watch. Check out the headphones. He's trying to make this a business. And we discussed some very big ideas that he's going to use to tune that. And it's going to be... So... preempting this video from the future, from the past, to tell you that all the things that I said about this video, he's like, oh yeah, I changed all that. All the things that you had problems with are fixed. So they are. So I'll stop showing my face because I know this makes you kind of nauseous. Enjoy the review of the MIRPH, which I did before Munich. And this is me after Munich, looking dapper as ever, telling you that all the issues and the treble and the tunnel, and there's going to be inserts. Oh, it's good. I'm excited. Anyway, I'm excited, you're excited, we're excited. Enjoy the video. I'll see you in normal thing in a second. Anyway, hello. Zeospantera here with the MIRPH-1s, which are a quite unique headphone in that I met the creator in Munich last year, and he messaged me today because he's going to meet me in Munich tomorrow or the day after tomorrow because I'm going to Munich again. This is probably coming out way after Munich. Hello. And I have them for a while and I was like putting them off and he's like, I'm not ready. And he's like, can I have them back so I could show other people because I have other designs that I want to. So I'm like, fuck. I never actually sat down and did the review. So here we are. So these are the MIRPH-1s by MIRPH Designs. And I met the creator, and he's very into audio, but in like a fun way and not in a stupid, super serious way, like measurements and graphs. So he wants to experience, have fun, and I'm like, I'm into this. I'm very into this. Let me borrow your headphones. So these are the MIRPH-1s. I guess I would call this like if Grado was from the show. What's the show that's on Amazon right now? It's based in the game. All the like that. This looks like an old operator headphone from like World War II, kinda. You've got stems that are definitely not as bad as Grado stems. These are actually really nice. You could tell he's from Germany, by the way, because they exude this Germanness, but he's also not natively from Germany. So it's like it's got that other like mix of things. We got this wood, like some dark wood. That I got to show you where the driver is, because the special part about these headphones is not like, oh, the headband system, which giant plush, which also they can do this, which is like a party trick. Ta-da. We've got all metal, all metal, all metal, and then the spring headband, they kind of flop a little bit because they're hanging down. The 3.5 millimeter, thank God. Now, this is not the cable it came with. The cable he gave me was this one, which he said he just got off AliExpress to have a cable. So hopefully it doesn't come with that. If it does, it's because it needs to pass crazy UL listing. He was talking about setting up his business in Germany. And it's like you have to have the same sort of things that you would for a bigger, like, industrial business, even if you're making headphones in, like, your little shop, because Germany. 3.5 millimeter on these nice little extensions, which I don't know if he 3D printed these or not, but they're real nice. The actual cups are rather large, and the other thing he hadn't sorted out was pads at the time of getting me these. These old beat-up pads is what he had. I was like, here, if you have other pads, try them out. So I've been trying other pads. I haven't tried these yet. We'll do these. I'll have to take the pad off to show you the driver anyway. But these are the Gel Cell Deconi Odyssey pads, which are fucking thick as a brick, like hamburger sized, with the cold gel on the outside, which is nice. Don't know if I'm going to like those more than these. These currently are really good. These are a set of ZMFs, I believe, which, if you go to his site, are close or similar, whatever. They're a 50 millimeter dynamic. I currently have them on the WA7 Fireflies because I've tried them on several other things, including this, which is the DRO7, which I love. But DR07 out the front, good. DR07 out the back into the WA7 Fireflies, better. So these headphones want a tube so bad. All right, wait. Let me give you the assessment of sound before I pull the, I gotta adjust this. How did he make, like, better sliders than Grado in, like, 12 minutes? Oh, God. And look, the wire is detached, too. Grado! God damn it, Grado. Width. I should have put a fat girl as a wallpaper, because width. There's a reason for width. It's because where the drivers are. When I take the pads off, you're going to see they're not there. Like where you take the pad off and see a driver. They're in the back of this tunnel. They're as far. Fuck it. They're far away. All right? That's like you could do a shot out of that. In fact, when he becomes a big headphone seller and he's like 100 of these on order, he should pour. What's the most German thing to take a shot with? Someone better than me. Whiskey, scotch, vodka. What would a German pour into this and then just take a shot out of it? It would probably just be beer. It would just be, I'd make a bigger one for beer. So I know how these sound with these pads. I want to find out. By the way, guest starring the A500 Mark III and the A50 Mark III and the D50 Mark III from Topping. Holy crap. So look how weird this shit is. He's got the driver mounted way in the back. I don't know what he's doing for tuning behind it here, but we've got vent holes here, which correspond to this felt ring that's around here. So I'm not sure if he's getting a lot of airflow through that. I didn't pick and choose. We've got some 3D printed stuff in here to hold it all in place. Driver way back there with not a lot in the way of me touching it, so I'm trying not to just poke it. There were horses loose on my property like 20 minutes ago. My neighbor messaged me and was like, hey, if you check your camera, there might be some crazy horses running around. So it's like, I'm just trying to listen because I let the cats out. I haven't seen the cats and hope the cats didn't get eaten by a horse. I'm chasing it across my lawn with a quad and running, and it's like Pennsylvania problems, man. Pennsylvania problems. So unique design. The depth of that, because that's about as far away as driver as I've ever seen in a headphone. Plus, whatever, if I'm putting these bigger pads on, I'm getting held. I am that far from the driver. And like my Eris collab, which I'm sure has been announced at this point, does soundstage through a weird thing where it reflects off the back wall, which is glass, and then it comes back and you have a slight delay. So you get like two sounds. His answer to soundstage was just put it far away. Just put it fucking far away as you can physically put it in a headphone before it's like you're doing something stupid. The way the pads mount is, I like how this has like the speckling on it too. It's like, did he steal this from something else? How do you make it look speckled? That looks very much like a pro end headphone. It's just you stretch over this giant ring, which is going to limit some people's pad abilities. Wait, is it going to limit my pad? Oh, it says a ring in it. Hold on. Ah! We don't edit here on Z Reviews. Oh! I just wiped it off my pants. That's why I haven't tested these yet. These Odyssey ones from Deconi do have a slight stiffening ring just sort of stuck in there. So we'll take those out. That'll give me more of a stretch. Let's get this over here. Should I pause this to get these on? I shouldn't need to because I'm a professional and I do this all the time. It's a lot of thumb work when you're putting a pad on. You hold with the thumb and then you reach through the finger hole and then it's not a finger hole, it's an ear hole. You sort of stretch there and then you grab. You have to constantly finger and grab. That is the way of this. You know what? I'll be back in 4 minutes. Well, that's a thing that is happening on my head right now. God, they're big. So they're big now. Now they're big. They've got some big fucking headphone things happening. He needs to make a few changes, in my opinion. Some songs, this one from Kizumon Guitari, sounds perfect. There's nothing I would change about these headphones. They're just wide and smooth and big, and they have just enough low end that I'm not concerned. They're a Grado-esque design with not a lot of backing on the driver. Like if the driver had something behind it, you could bounce the sound off of it or hold it in place so it would have a little more low end impact. But, you know, we're not going for, like, the bassiest headphones on earth. We're going for, holy shit, where are the drivers? Oh, the next zip code. The thing that concerns me a little bit is it can get, on some songs, a little shouty. Because it's literally yelling down a fucking tunnel at you. I think he's probably going to deal with that with something in front of the driver, like in this position. Just a tuning piece of either felt or fabric or something. He's got that big open space with the 3D print. Maybe if he put a grid pattern in there, something to sort of interrupt the treble before it gets at you. Because most things, fine. The things that when they get to you, though, they get to you. So I'm like, ooh, taking it back. He was asking me how much are these worth. And I'm like, how much are they worth to you to build? Like, how much time and effort? He says 3 years on the website. I think it said that a year ago when I got them from him. So 4 years on the website. I love how you pick them up also. That's another thing that like is very rare to enjoy, is that you just grab the cups and you manipulate, you grab the actual, like the headband doesn't even fucking matter. You're grabbing the wood on the cups. From a perspective like that, this is fantastic. These would probably need either locks. I mean, they hold pretty fucking good, too. There's not a lot of weight here, so the giant, thick pad, that is like the thickest German leather. The German cows that they killed to make that had some thick fucking hides. Oh, I got the back off. I had this come off last time you could see. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. It's just in there. Because this is a retro model. Ooh, can I get this out without destroying it? I'm not going to. Anyway, that covers the back of the driver. That's why I'm bringing them to him in my luggage and not shipping them, is because he doesn't want them to be, destroyed. Although UPS has been pretty good, but I don't know what the hell they have in Germany when they get it out of my hands. So let's just... I love it in its fucking tube. I love it in a fucking tube. You know what? I like it in the FIO K19 as well. And I have that on in case... This is cheat mode, all right? Nothing sounds bad in a Mass Kobo anything, and this is the 475, and that just feels... Yeah, that's just cheating. Whoa. This is... What the hell is this? Cybertron Clear from Grand Theft Auto, and that is just the loudest, like, one. It's just so fucking wide. It's bizarrely wide. Like, I gotta give him credit. I didn't think to just put a headphone driver in the back of a tube. If he does a little more to the... I don't want to pull the pad off again because it was a pain in the dick. This particular set of pads from Duconi has a stitching around here, which doesn't really let you stretch it open like a goat. It's sort of like trying to get a 16-inch ring around a 20-inch fucking thing. So it's a pain in the ass. But it does have a nice felt here, which is helping. But I'm also extending the tunnel twice as deep because of massive pad. Usually big, bulky, angled pads are what create the tunnel in the first place. So this is a tunnel on a tunnel. We're tunneling, bro. We tunneling. So I would probably recommend if you can get an angled pad that starts really fucking thin and then ends like half as thick as this, that would probably be more beneficial to the sound. I'm interested to see what he's going to do with it. I'm interested to see what wires he's going to include. Like, this is a wire. I didn't even know what the hell wire this is from. I gave it to Pasta. I was like, Pasta, could you use this wire? She's like, this sickens me, this vinyl wire. And I'm like, I like this wire. It's kind of nice. Oh, it's a gold planar. What GL has a 4.4 GL wire? I don't remember. Anyway, I think it looks good in this headphone. This is exciting stuff. This is a headphone that I don't even know if you can buy it yet. I'm reviewing it right now. It's currently $0. I have no idea what the price is. You notify when you're available. It's €0. It will ship out of Germany. Here's the measurements he's got on it with whatever pads he had. A Duconi fenestrated sheepskin in stock. Very little variation. Look, he's got a blowout. This Germany. Germans are like, look at my baffle. Front gasket, baffle, front grille, cup, jack, gimbal, adjustment rod, rear grille, repairability. It says repairability, which is nice that you could take all the parts off and repair them if you wanted to. Yeah, like that, right? if any, I don't know how the camera picks up sound. It used to be on the GoPro. I just hold it near and it would pick it up. But that's from Cowboy Bebop. This is Yoko Kanno on the Run. I don't know where the mics are. Anyway, I do know where the mics are. They're behind these pieces of felt. See, the problem is the camera's upside down, so if I rub the right side, you hear it in your left. If I rub the left side, you hear it in your right. Wait, I'm in mono, aren't I? So wait, if I rub the right, what do you hear? If I rub the left, what do you hear? Do you even hear sound? These would be a hell of a headphone to have a trip in. And I don't mean in a car. Let's just put it fucking that way. I could see myself sitting on my veranda, staring out at the wild horses running around on my property against my permission and desires, and then just like chilling with some really big acoustic tracks. You know what? Do I have it? I have it. I definitely have it in here. Where's my acoustic fucking version? You know what? We'll put her on. I'm also still in the mass fucking Kobo, which is like cheating. Stop cheating. Stop cheating. More focused on the topping. But actually, more focused might be what we want. How is it still this cohesive? How is it still this cohesive with fucking 4 inches to the dry? It's like, this is huge. This is from here to here, which we're assuming my ear is here, then the depth inside me. I'm 3.5 inches. I'm a floppy disk away from the driver. And it still sounds like I'm hearing the driver. I want to know how far you could take this concept, because let's just say this is his demo model, and I'll pull the pad off now because I'm done yelling about it. Yeah, no, these fucking... I'm just imagining materials covering this, or baffles in that chamber, or he does something to the inside, gives it rims, so it has like a block, like when you're in a bowling alley and you see the ribs on the ceiling to block the sound from coming back towards you. Like, what else could you do in here? It's just a big playground for fucking around. I might let him borrow some of these pads too, because I don't think he doesn't have access to as many pads as, well, I have the fucking bin of pads. Which I'll put. I tried these. I didn't like these. These were the Brainwaves XL velour pads. You get very good at throwing pads when you own that many. I like these though. These are good. Maybe I'll ask him if he wants me to bring a couple pads, because my suitcase is about 18 pounds light. I don't have pants packed yet. Socks, pants, whatever else. I have speakers in it already. I'll definitely get his headphones. I just got to figure out a case that's brown one, gray one, gray, light gray. Oh, maybe you. If I leave the pads off, they're real small. And then I'll offer him some other pads. Just fill my fucking thing with pads, and he can mail them back to me in the future. Because this is the hardest part of building your own headphone. That's why when I did the Aris, I was so fucking happy I was working with Harmonic Dyne, because guess who has amazing pads? Harmonic Dyne already does. And my pads are the most amazing that they have, because I asked for that color change and it just happened to work out. But he doesn't have access to fucking... That box is legitimately like $4,000 in pads if you bought them retail. I just took them off of all the Odyssey stuff and all the ZMF stuff. Just throw them in the box. Throw them in the box. Throw them in the fucking box. Deconi just sends me pads. I hesitate to think, because sometimes, like, these pair of pads is like $70 or $90, something absurd. But they're really nice pads. So I'll let him borrow. The point of this video, look out for the MIRPH-1s. He has to travel. He'll have to start doing the rounds. Either get someone at like a Can Jam to host him at his table, because then he could just make 5-6 pairs of these. You know, maybe Gishelli Labs does all the shows. Send one out to Gishelli Labs. They'll have it in their room. You could hear the MIRPHs at Gishelli Labs. I'll make that happen. PP's Touch, Gishelli Labs, and Murph will PP Touch. Deconi, if he's using their pads, would absolutely put these on their table instead of 97 fucking Bear Dynamics, which apparently is their biggest seller still. So I'm interested in these because they're weird as fuck, and they somehow pull it off. I would like to try the pads that are specifically designed for like the hemps, but they're just not big enough. I'd have to just put them against this felt and pray. So yeah, super looking forward to where these end up in the future. They look like classic vintage old weathered. Fallout. That's the name of the show. It's fucking Fallout. I'm stupid. I never played the Fallout games, so I'm just enjoying the show for what it is. But these feel like a Fallout future, but the past. Like, everything just sort of stopped, and this was the best I could do. And it's like, you know what? You haven't tried them with nothing. This is going to suck real bad. Oh, yeah, no. Don't do that. No dat. No do that. In fact... Oh, I shut that off. Shut off. Oh, no. Oh, God, we're killing this thing. Maybe this wire is not the best wire for it. Anyway, I'm done. Wallpaper. Link to these. Link to the beautiful cityscape in the thing. And you'll catch these in Germany and Munich in the past, because this video is going to probably stay in this camera since I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon. Sorry. Wallpaper. Patreon subscribes to support this channel. A video like this, I don't get paid for. All right? Nothing. He's just like, hey, you want to try my headphones? Yes, I want to do a review. So I make no dollars at all unless you guys join Patreon or Subscribe Star, bid in a yard sale, buy merch, pick up a collab. My collab's on my merch. Just enjoy yourselves, and thank you for stopping by. If you are interested in Patreon and Subscribe Star, for $5 a month, you get to see reviews early, participate in yard sales, hear all old sound demos and new lossless sound demos, and I'm going to do a Q&A once a month. I think I'm going to start that probably the end of May when I get back from Munich. I don't want to deal with it now. But May, June, July, every month I'll have a Q&A where I'll just put up a post for $5 patrons. You ask me the question, and at the end of the month, as long as there's not 5,000 questions, I'll just answer them, which would be kind of cool. You know, hey, Zeos have this and this. You know, make up a good story. What's your favorite Chinese food? I don't want to answer only audio questions, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of those. And it'll probably be a private video for just $5 patrons. If you're on Subscribestar, I'll figure out how to let you guys see it as well. I might upload it separately, YouTube and Patreon, because Patreon lets you upload directly, but it's annoying because it's Patreon. And then for $10 a month, you get into private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat where you could ask me questions directly all the time without waiting, and I will give you advice. And then if you're in that chat, you're in the Lifetime Swap Meet channel to buy, sell, and trade gear. So if you like these and you want to sell some other equipment you have lying around, feel free. I may also start putting my own stuff in that private swap meet. I do a lot of it on yard sale because I want to attract new patrons. But there's already 400 people in that swap meet channel, and if I'm selling a bunch of IMs and I don't want to wait every month to do 2, I might throw 5 or 10 of them in that thing and let people bid on them there. Anyway, I'm done. She's done. We're done. I'll see you all in Munich in past tense, and good night.